And I know that probably sounds like such a small way to start, but honestly, I don't have anything more put together than that right now. I don't have the right words lined up. I don't have a clean version of what I'm feeling. I just have this, whatever this is. This weight that's been sitting on my chest since I woke up. Maybe since before I even opened my eyes. Like my body already knew today was going to feel heavy before my mind had a chance to prepare. I've been trying to keep it together. I really have. Most days I think I do an okay job of looking like someone who has it figured out. I smile when I'm supposed to. I say, I'm fine, because it's easier than explaining what's actually going on inside me. But this morning, I can't do that. Not here, not with you, because you already see it anyway. And I'm so tired of holding this up alone. There's this fear that follows me. It doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it's loud and obvious, and I can name it the fear of failing, the fear of losing something I love, the fear of what comes next. But other times it's quieter than that. It just sits in the background of everything, this low hum of worry that never fully goes away. I wake up and it's there. I go to sleep and it's still there. And somewhere along the way I started believing that was just how life felt, that this tension in my chest was normal, that everyone carries this much and just doesn't talk about it. But I don't want to keep living like that. I don't know exactly what it is I'm most afraid of right now. Maybe it's not one thing, maybe it's everything piling up at once. The uncertainty about decisions I have to make without knowing if they're right. The relationships that feel strained and I don't know how to fix them, or if they can even be fixed. The things I hoped would be different by now that still haven't changed. The version of my life I imagined and the version I'm actually living, and the space between those two things that I don't know what to do with. Some mornings I wake up and the first thought I have isn't peace or gratitude. It's dread. Just quiet, formless dread. And I've been ashamed to admit that, even to myself, because I know what I believe. I know you're supposed to be my peace, and I believe that. I do, but believing something in your mind and actually feeling it in your body when the fear is loud, those are two very different things. And I'm sitting in that gap right now, somewhere between faith and doubt, between trust and fear, and I don't have a pretty way to explain it. I just know I need you to meet me here. Not after I've cleaned myself up. Not after I've prayed more consistently or read more scripture or gotten my emotions under control. Right here, in this exact mess. Because if there's anything I've slowly come to understand, it's that you're not waiting for me to be okay before you come close. You already are close. Even now, even in this. There's something I keep coming back to, this idea that fear only keeps its grip when I'm trying to carry everything alone, when I've quietly decided that my strength is the only thing standing between me and falling apart. And I've been doing that more than I want to admit. I've been white-knuckling my way through things, calling it faith, calling it discipline, but really, it's been controlled. Fear dressed up as responsibility, and I am exhausted from it. God, I'm asking you to take what I've been holding, not just the presentable parts, all of it. The worry I haven't told anyone about, the loneliness that sneaks in even when I'm surrounded by people, the grief I keep pushing down because there's always something more urgent to deal with, the anger that sometimes flares up in quiet moments and I don't even know who it's directed at, the disappointment I've been too afraid to bring to you because what if you don't answer the way I need you to? What do I do with that fear, the fear of even asking? I'm asking anyway. I need peace that makes sense of nothing but still settles something inside me. I need a kind of courage that doesn't come from having all the answers, but from knowing that whoever walks with me knows the path, even when I can't see it. I need my mind to be quieter than it's been. Not empty, not numb, just still enough to hear something other than the noise of everything I'm afraid of. Because fear has been so loud, and I want to know what it feels like when it loses its grip. Not forever. Maybe that's not realistic. Maybe there will always be moments that shake me, but I want to know what it's like to face the morning without bracing for it. To breathe without the tightness. To trust that the things I cannot control are still held by something that does not panic, does not waver, does not forget about me. I read something once that stayed with me. It said that perfect love drives out fear. And I've thought about that more than I can count, because I know the fear is real. I feel it. So what does it mean that love is supposed to drive it out? Maybe it means the more I let myself actually be loved by you, not just believe in you from a careful distance, but actually let that love reach the places I keep protected and hidden. Maybe that's where fear starts to loosen. Maybe this is where it starts. In a quiet moment before the day gets loud, where I stop pretending and just come as I am. So here I am, tired, honest, a little scared of what today might ask of me, carrying things I don't have words for yet. But here, and maybe that's enough of a beginning. If you are who I believe you are, and I do believe it, even on the hard days, then nothing I bring to you is too broken to be held. Nothing I confess is too embarrassing to be met with something gentle. And the fear that has felt so permanent, so woven into my daily life, that I stopped questioning it. It doesn't have to stay. It doesn't have to define what my mornings feel like, or shape how I see my future, or tell me what I'm capable of. Let today feel different. Not because everything changes, I know it won't. Not all at once, but because something shifts in me. Some small, quiet thing. The way I breathe, the way I hold my shoulders, the way I walk into what's ahead without gripping quite so tightly. Let trust be the thing that leads today, not fear. And if the fear comes back because I know it might remind me of this moment. Remind me that I brought it to you and you didn't turn away. Remind me that I am not doing this alone, even when it feels that way. Remind me that the morning is a gift. This moment is a gift, and there is enough grace to get through whatever is waiting. I love you. I need you. And I'm grateful, even now, for the stillness that finds me when I stop running from myself long enough to just sit here with you. If you're reading this or listening to this and something in it felt like it was meant for you, maybe because you've been carrying something you haven't told anyone, or maybe because you woke up this morning with that same quiet fear and didn't know what to do with it, I just want you to know that what you're feeling is real, and it matters. And you are not as alone in it as it might seem. Whatever you're holding today, you don't have to keep holding it by yourself.